Alright, so I'm starting with my brows on. I use the Anastasia brow pomade to do it. If you guys want to see a brow routine, I will link it down below. So now I'm going to start on the face. I'm not going to be using stuff that has too much fallout, so I'm comfortable starting with my base first. Alright, so I just thought I'd zoom you guys in so you could see everything clearly. So whenever I want my skin and my makeup to look very flawless, my go-to is always the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. This just like instantly smooths your skin. It really just creates like a whole new layer on top of the skin you already have. So it just really perfects it, and then that way when you put the foundation on, it's like a nice smooth canvas. It's also the best primer that I've tried for blurring your pores. I'll kind of tap it in the area. So this takes a little bit of time like blending it, because you want to make sure that it doesn't like form a little ball and roll all over your face. So you really want to make sure that you're tapping it into the pores. But this will just go ahead and fill them completely. And a lot of people don't do this step, but it's so important because over time when you're wearing makeup, it like sinks into your pores. So if you have large pores, what I've noticed is it looks like mini craters on my face after I've applied like my powder and everything. So it's so important to make sure that you're filling them and you're really cleaning your skin and perfecting it before going in with foundation. My most favorite foundations of all time is the Tarte Amazonian Clay. I'm in the shade Tan Honey. I think this is slightly dark. It's more of a summer shade for me. It is such a dense, like highly pigmented product. So this is about how much I'll put on when I want like really full coverage foundation. If I wanted to go more natural, I would literally only apply like what I have on this cheek is what I'd apply all over my face. The reason I like using a beauty blender is because with the pore filling primer that we applied earlier, I felt like if I buffed it in with a brush, it would lift that primer up, and that's when it starts to roll in little balls. Alright, so the next step for me is corrector. I just applied a little bit of my Bobbi Brown one, just kind of dotted it a little bit under my eyes and around my mouth. Alright, next we're going to go into one of my most favorite parts of makeup, which is concealer. And of course I'm going to use none other than the Tarte Shape Tape. This whole Tarte trio here was totally not intended. I didn't even realize up till now that I've been using all Tarte products. Guys, for me, concealer is where I go like in with the makeup. I apply a lot of concealer because I feel like I like more targeted coverage. Like I don't want my whole face to look cakey. I just want the center of my face to be very perfect. Next we're going to go in and we're going to cream contour, and for my cream contour, one of my favorite contour products is this Fenty Beauty contour stick. So if you guys are noticing, this is the movement that I do. I go down and I cup. So it like cups the cheek here, and it kind of like, this one went a little bit too low, but it's okay. But it just like creates like a straight line as opposed to just going down. And then for the contour, because I like it to be a little bit more prominent, I don't use the beauty blender. I actually go ahead and I use a stippling brush. And you should use the same technique with the brush. Just go like this. And then when you feel like it's gone too far, and that's when you take your beauty blender. Why did I say it like that? Beauty blender, and you just tap out the inner corner. Not the inner corner. Oh my god, I can't speak. The inner like cheek part there. So another thing I love doing when I go out especially is contouring my lips to make them look bigger. Not so much my bottom one, but definitely my top one. I feel like it kind of loses its definition sometimes. I'm just going to pick a little up and just dust it over. No particular like placement, just kind of like blend it around my lips. This isn't my favorite way to make my lips look bigger, but it is the easiest way, which is what I'm showing you now. But I will have a full like how to make your lips look bigger video coming soon, so you guys can see that. So now we're going to go ahead and set all this goodness that we put on our face, and I'm going to use my most favorite setting powder, which is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder. This is actually a new one. I got the shade Pound Cake. I have the shade Blondie and Banana Bread, but I feel like Blondie is like a very intense summer shade for me, and then Banana Bread is too dark right now. It like kind of dulls down my under eyes, so I got Pound Cake for the winter time. And to bake my face, I'm actually going to use a powder puff because I just feel like it gives me more powder on my skin, like as opposed to a beauty blender where it soaks it up. And just kind of roll the powder in just like that. and really roll it into your pore area as well, because this powder is really good at like smoothing out pores, so do that as well. And I'll just dust it off immediately. So I'm going to use the Crown eyeshadow palette today. This has like no information on it. It just says Crown Pro. This is what it looks like. It's super pretty. So I'm going to take this shade right over here. It's just like a really nice neutral brown. And I'm going to buff that into the crease. Next I'm going to take this reddish brown shade right over here. And this is a really pretty color. It's nice and warm. And I'm applying this in the same areas, but more into the crease. Like, I'm not blending it so up. I'm just kind of keeping it buffed into the crease area. Okay, so I did build that up pretty heavily. I take another clean brush, and I'm just going to diffuse the edges of that. Next, I'm going to take that brush that we were using earlier, and I'm going to take this brown shade right over here. And I'm going to pick this up liberally and just pack it into the crease. Next I'm going to take this smaller like tapered blending brush, and I'm going to go into this shade right over here. And I'm going to pack it on the outer corner and really keep this only in the crease. Like, it doesn't even need to look that blended, just in the crease. Last step, we're going to take a very tapered brush, and we're going to take this dark brown color right over here, and I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pack it on the brush actually, and I'm going to just deposit it directly into the crease. So at this point you can really use like any sort of golden product that you like. For me personally, I love the Sultry shimmer shades, so I'm going to go into the shade Steampunk, which is right over there, third one. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful gold shade. Wow. Guys, I'm actually like obsessed. I don't usually like gold on my eyelids, but this looks so pretty. And then I'm going to take that darker brown shade and just combine these. Next I'm going to do eyeliner and mascara. I'm going to use the Sigma Liquid Pen Eyeliner and the Sigma Sinuosity Lash. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but these two products right here. Guys, it's really hard for me to talk when I do this. If you guys want a tutorial on how to do wing liner, then you can definitely look at a tutorial. It's a little bit of an old tutorial, but I have it on my channel. I'll also link it down below. You can check that out, but I really need to focus for this. Okay, so that's one eye on. So we're going to go back into the Sultry palette, and we're going to pick up the black shade, smudge it on the outside. Take a little bit of Fresh, and I'm going to just sweep it directly under my brow, just so it gives it that little bit of a lift. So this is in the shade J219 Sunset. So I'll just literally pick it up and just contour exactly how I did with the Fenty contour stick, and just kind of blend it out a little bit more. Did you see how easy that contour was? Holy! This brush is called Tapered Face. I've never actually used it for contour. I always use it for like dusting powder and stuff, but oh my god. Literally just like one little swipe and my face is like fully contoured, like my cheek at least. That's giving me such a nice like chiseled contour. This is what I love, guys. And then once the contour is on, I will just take it, I will turn it to like its point, and I'll just go ahead and just blend it out. So I'm gonna go into my Tarte Book of Blush. I usually do like a peachy bronze blush, so let's try something different. Let's go into Rad right over here. And we'll start off with a little bit. Just on the apples. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. That's cute. I'm happy I did that. And I've got to say that the most used lip shade was definitely Huda Beauty Bombshell for me. So I'm going to go ahead and use that in today's video. It is one of my personal favorites. I'm going to take the Urban Decay Heavy Metals Glitter Liner. And I'm actually going to take it on my finger because I want very like sheer shimmer. So I kind of just take it like that. Kind of look down and just dab it. I kind of like that look of having the sparkle like all over, so that's why I like doing it after the lashes and after the liner, because I can really see like where I want to place it. Okay, so the final steps to the makeup look are just to highlight and set the makeup. So for my highlighter today, I'm going to be using something that I think goes so well with Indian looks, and that's the Anastasia Beverly Hills X Amrezy highlight. Absolutely love this highlight. It's like just makes your skin look wet and glowy. So I'm going to dip into the highlight and only highlight the high points. And then what I'll do is I'll take my beauty blender, and literally it has nothing on it. It's just a little bit damp. I'll just go over my entire face. I love doing this when I'm done my makeup because it really just picks up any excess product that I don't need on my skin, and this really helps to avoid like cake face. Alright guys, so here is the final look. I'm so obsessed with how it came together. I love the pink with the green, and then like the hair pulled back with the makeup and the jewelry. I just think it all looks so pretty together. I'm going to leave all the details of my outfit and stuff down below if you're interested, and the accessories. But yeah, I think that this is so pretty. This is like honestly just like classic Indian glam. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell so you guys will be notified every time I post a video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.